Alright, what's going on, guys? So today I'm going to show you guys how to add a leg strap to your holster. And I want to start with the leg strap before I go into anything else. This leg strap right here, I see a lot of companies selling something like this for $20, $15, $10. You don't have to pay that much money. It's a ripoff. I guarantee you that a lot of you guys, if you go into your gear room, you know somebody that that works in supply or one of your SWAT buddies or whatever, you guys can get a leg strap just like this for free. Mine came from a drop leg holster. So if you have a drop leg holster, you have two of these. So I didn't spend any money. Don't spend any money. Save it and spend it somewhere else. So the straps. Most straps are going to come with two sides. You have the side that's slick, and then you have a side right here that has Velcro, or not Velcro, but like rubber in the inside. This rubber is so that way it kind of like, it adds a little bit of texture and grip. So when it's on your pant, it's not going to be moving as much. Versus this side right here, it's going to be moving around just a little bit. This right here will mess up your pants. Nothing crazy, but you're definitely going to see the difference. You kind of have to be looking for it, but you're going to be fine. It's not going to tear your pants apart or anything like that. I want to talk about the quick disconnect or the QLS system from Safariland holsters. You don't have to have this in order to work the strap. So if you are only running one weapon system, you don't have to spend the money on something like this, because this thing is like $30. So you don't have to do that. Save your money, spend it somewhere else on other gear. But I'm working mine backwards to show you guys. And the only reason I have a QLS system is because this right here, what you guys see, is my SWAT belt. But anytime I go to the Air Force or I'm doing stuff with the Air Force, I take the same belt over there, and all I have to do is I just switch out the holsters. So you guys see this is the holster for my M9. And now I run the same belt in the Air Force than I do for SWAT. I like to keep things consistent. But again, if you're only running one weapon system, If you're only running one weapon system, you don't need to have this. You can just do without. So if you have something like this, take whatever, you can use a little tool that comes in your thing. I'm going to be using my multitasker. You have 3 screws. You have the top screws and you have the bottom screw. All you have to do is undo the bottom screw. So do that. Right? Make sure if you guys are doing this in your trunk that you have something down, or like close your trunk and do it, or your hood or something, so you don't lose the screw. And then you have this configuration. So undo the bottom screw, and then you have the strap. And when you put in the strap, you don't want to put it in the middle, because when you put it in the middle, then the buckle is going to be between your legs, and every time you're walking, running, or anything like that, it's just going to be, it's very uncomfortable. You don't want that. It's going to be irritating. So you want to have it somewhere like this, where it's closer to the actual holster piece. And then the strap is going to go underneath, but in this fashion right here. You guys can see that. So I'm going to open it up, slide that in until I see light. I see light right now. And then I'm going to take this piece, put that in there, hold that in place, grab the screw, screw that in, and grab your tool, finish the job. And then while you're here, just make sure all the other stuff is good to go, or your other screws are good to go. And then there you go. This one's a little bit kind of far, but you guys still go, if you guys go on my Instagram and stuff like that, you guys will see that the actual buckle is going to be closer over here to the front of my leg, not in between. This is just, I'm kind of going fast. But there you guys, there you have it. So as far as the other question that I get on Instagram a lot is the, what drop do I use? Because they have the belt mounted, they have like mid-ride or mid-drop, and then they have the low drop. I try to do it with the mid, but the strap was like way too high, and it was just very uncomfortable for me. So I went with the low. Most people you see are gonna go with the low drop, and that's it. So why do you have this, or why do you need this? If you're running a low drop like this, next time you go out to the range, watch when people actually run and when they draw. When they run, you'll see that the holster will be doing this right here, right? And then they get to wherever they're gonna shoot from, and then the holster doing that, they go to draw the weapon system, and then you'll see this will flare out. Now this is kind of like I'm exaggerating, but next time you go out to the range, watch. This comes out, then the gun has to come this way to come up. So by having the strap, it basically eliminates all that jumping like this. And then when you're drawing, your draw should be straight up and down versus like if you know some people. I guarantee you go to the range next time and you're gonna see it. It doesn't matter what holster they're running. If they're running something like this, you're gonna see a lot of people coming out and it's gonna be flared out. So that's it, guys. So if you guys have any other questions about this or you know anything related to this, make sure you guys leave it down below in the comments. If you guys have any other suggestions, leave it in the comments as well. If you guys like this video and you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you guys hit the little thumbs up button. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna put all my names down below and the little caption thing. I think that's about it. So if you guys have any other questions, again, leave it down below. Take it easy, and until next time.